Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back, my dear students, to our lessons on Unit 5. Today, our lesson is grammar. Actually, today we are going to explain how to use reported speech, how to change a sentence from direct to indirect speech or into reported speech. First of all, we would like to know what is reported speech. Reported speech is what we tell someone about another one's speech. As you can see, here is direct speech. Direct speech is what the person said. Indirect speech or reported speech is we tell someone what the person said. For more explanation, a friend of yours says, I am tired, and you tell another one what your friend said. So you can say his speech in two ways. The first one is direct speech, to tell him what he exactly said, word by word. So you will say, he said, I am tired. But if you would like to tell him in the indirect speech, you will say, he said he was tired. So we told about what someone had said. This is the difference between direct speech and indirect speech. Direct speech, you say the exact words of the person. The indirect speech, you say the meanings of his sentence. Okay. Of course, there are so many types of sentences that we are going to study how to change them from direct to indirect speech. And now we will start with statements. To change statements from direct to indirect speech, we should follow the following steps. The first step is to change said to into told. Said to becomes told. Then we use the connector that. Then we change pronouns according to the speaker and the addressed person. What does this mean? If someone says I, you will say he. If this one was female, you will say she, and so on. The last step is to change tenses and time and places expressions as follows. Every present tense, we change it into its past. For example, we change simple past into simple present into simple past, and simple past into past perfect. Past perfect stays the same, the past perfect. Present continuous, we change it into past continuous. Past continuous changed in past perfect. Present perfect into past perfect. Future with will change into would. Future with going to, am or is or are going to, we will change it into was or were going to. Must is changed into had to, can, could, may, might. So every tense in present, every word in present, we change it into its past. Also, we change time and places expressions, like here, it will become there. Now, then. Last week, the previous week, or the week before. Yesterday, the day before. Next, the following. For example, if you say next week, it will be the following week. This, that, these, those, today, that day, Tonight also will be that night. A year ago, it will be a year before. Now, let's see some examples for more explanation. The first one, I played tennis here yesterday. John said. And notice please, here is John said, not John said to another one. It's just John said. When we change this direct sentence into indirect, we say John said. Then we use the connector that. Then I refers to John, so it will be he. And the past tense, the past simple tense will be past perfect. He had played tennis. Here will change into there. And yesterday will be the day before. So, I played tennis here yesterday, John said. The answer, John said that he had played tennis there the day before. Another example, I am working today. The boss said. Try to do it yourself. The boss said that he was working that day. I am working is present continuous or present progressive. So I refers to the boss, it will be he. Am will be was. Present continuous will be past continuous. And today will be that day. Okay, example number 3. I will visit USA next year, Liam said. When we change it into reported speech, we say Liam said. We use the connector that. I refer to Liam, so it will be he. Will, would, then visit USA next year, the following year. The last example. My brother has retired from this job. He said. He said, the connector that. My refers to he, so it will be his. My brother, his brother, has retired. This is a present perfect tense. It will change into past perfect tense. So, has retired will be changed into had retired. From this will be that. This job will be that job. I think it's now clear, and inshallah it's easy to change statements from direct to indirect speech. Now let's study how to change commands from direct to indirect speech. But first, let me tell you that commands may be either positive or negative commands. If I ask you to do something, this is a positive command. And if I ask you not to do something, it's a negative command. So, how can we change commands from direct to indirect speech? First of all, we change said or said to asked, advised, or ordered. Asked, advised, or ordered. Then we use the connector to for positive commands. We use the connector not to for negative commands. In negative commands, don't forget to omit, to delete the word don't, because in negative commands it starts with don't. For example, don't waste your time. Don't hit your brother. This is a negative command. So, to change a negative command from direct to indirect, the first thing is to omit don't. Now let's see more examples for more explanation. Example number 1. Come here now. My teacher ordered me. Come here now. Positive or negative command? It's a positive. My teacher asks me to do something, to come here now. So when I change this command from direct to indirect, I start with my teacher ordered me. Then I use the connector to, because this is a positive command, then come. And here change into there. Now change into then. So my indirect sentence will be my teacher ordered me to come there then. Good. Example number 2. You shouldn't smoke in this place. This is a negative command because it asks not to smoke. Not to smoke in that place. So you shouldn't smoke in this place, he advised me. So when I change this direct sentence into indirect one, I will start with he advised me, then I'll use the connector not to, then I will complete the sentence not to smoke in. This will be that, in that place. Good. Sentence number 3. Can you give me your book, please? Can you give me? This is a polite request. Can you give me your book, please? So he asked me. He asked me. And I'll use the connector to because this is a positive command. He asked me to give. Me refers to he, so it will be him. Your refers to me, so it will be my. So the correct answer will be he asked me to give him my book. Please focus here. Don't cheat in your exams. Don't. So this is a negative command. This is a negative command because it begins with don't. When I change it into indirect speech, I'll say a teacher ordered his students. A teacher ordered his students. Then I will erase don't and use the connector not to. Use the connector not to, then cheat. Sorry, here is a spelling mistake. It's supposed to be cheat, not heat. Okay? A teacher ordered his students not to cheat in. Your refers to students, so it will be in their exams. The last example, get out of this class. He ordered me. This is a positive command. So when I change it into indirect speech, I'll say he ordered me. Yes, good. And use the connector to because it's positive command. Okay. Positive command. We use the connector to. Then get out of. This will be that class, and this is the correct answer. He ordered me to get out of that class. Now, dear students, we finished our grammar lesson. I hope you understood the lesson. I know it's a bit complicated, but I am sure that you are clever enough to understand it and be able to do the practice in your student's book, Unit 5. Okay, thank you for now. See you soon in our next videos and good luck.